Welcome everyone, and let's talk about this game I played against Kill Jardy. Now, it's not really important who loses, who wins, etc. That's not what I'm making the video. The reason why I'm making this video to talk about how I played English, and I'm more like the aggressive version of player with every civilization. When I'm playing Age of Empires 4, I mostly like to be very aggressive rather than going 2-3 TC, boom, 69 TCs, 420 farms, etc. So the first thing I do, if I see a deer camp immediately on a map, I send my starting villagers immediately to the deer camp, because this is one of the best way to prevent the current pro scout meta, is to send out your villagers, because most likely the player who will pro scout, they will invest into pro scout first, right? So at that time, you can also eat up your deer. So there is one less deer camp that they can pro scout, and you have more safe food at home, since you have sent the six villager that you have at the starting to get the deer. I would not suggest you to do that with other civilization, but we are talking about English today, right? So let's see how I play this English game against Kiljade, who is an insanely good, strong, smart, beautiful, handsome, and amazing player. Everything all together. So I sent out 6 villagers to the middle, claiming them with my villagers, getting close to the mill, and starting eating them. I'm building the mill only with 1 villagers, and the rest of them are collecting the deer. Meanwhile, my scout is looking around for sheep. Sadly, I met his scout, so I went to the other side to get some sheep. At home, I'm doing the similar 1-1 to gold, which means one villager builds a mining camp, the other villager builds an house. So this is kind of my style of English that I'm playing it, because as I said, I like it when it's aggressive. I like it when you do something very crazy. If this deer camp wasn't here, let's say I scout the deer camp and it's here and here, I would still send the villagers out. If I can't scout in time, or it's not in the path of the scouting, well, I still stay on sheep. But it's really good to find your first deer camp and send out your villager, mostly because most of the players are do pro scout, right? So I send out the 6 villagers. As I said, I'm putting more villagers on food, and I will try to age up as fast as possible with the what is that, the AB of Kings. I didn't research the survivor techniques because I felt like that food a little bit also push back my age up. That's how I feel it, even though it increases my get rate a little bit faster. You can see it's like 15% faster, which is okay, but also costs me 75 gold and 25 wood. Sometimes I really don't like to invest into it. Like if I go to this deer camp or to that boar, I will 100% invest into survivor techniques, but many time I feel like it's just a waste of resources, and I could have age up faster if I just don't research that upgrade. Many times I feel like that when I'm playing it. So I'm sending 5 villagers immediately with the AB of Kings, aging up and collecting the sheep on the map. Let's speed it up a little bit, slow it down. So now that I have a steady of 4 villager on food, because that's all you need for villager production non-stop, you can see I left 4 villager on food. I'm making villagers towards woodline right now. Let's speed it up a little bit so we can finish the AB of Kings. And you will see the villagers that finishes the AB of Kings goes back to food. Now I'm sending out my king to do a little bit of raiding on his economy. I'm pretty sure that he has villagers on the gold, so I'm sending the villagers, sending the king to the gold to claim some villagers' booty. So he builds up a village, he built it a house, and he's focusing on wood because he is looking for the professional scout. At the same time, I'm still putting villagers more and more on wood, since I need to build production building. The first production building I'm gonna build is gonna be a barrack, and after that I'm gonna build an archer range. Barrack where you don't have to upgrade your spearman into feudal spearman, because you already immediately get a feudal spearman. Also, you're not gonna have always this kind of position with the AB of Kings. You're not gonna have the deer always on the front, but when you have it, that's really, really good for you. And you're asking, well, why is it so good for me? The reason behind that, why is it so good for you? Because you can come back anytime very, very fast and heal up your damaged units. Alright, the king is here doing some harassment. He's sending away the villagers from the gold, but he already received enough gold. He just needs to do one tax dropping and he can research the professional scout, which is gonna be a problem for me for sure. So he's making an archer range and a stable, which is the right call against my kind of play, because I went with the barrack. Now I'm building an archer range as soon as I saw his archer range. So he's building up, doing some aggressive fight against his horsemen. As you can see, he's trying to kill my king, but the king is armored unit, so it has 2 armor, both on ranged and melee. But he's still harassing, he's still being active around me. You can see the horsemen are charging in, damaging my spearmen. I'm still running, but I was like, okay, maybe I have a little bit of a chance. Right now, pull back. I'm pulling one spearman back, pulling the other one. You can see I'm just helping my units out so I can reach the safety of the AB of Kings, where he can heal up my unit, and he knows as well. I'm a little bit pushing back. Oh, look at that, healing the units because of the king. Kills one horseman, amazing, that's so nice. At the same time, I'm still putting more and more villagers to wood. Sending the spearman in, claiming another life of a horseman. You can see that spearman is literally on 1 HP. That spearman is really low HP as well. Killing a bunch of horsemen now. Another horseman will fall, almost. Or, is it? Almost. You can see like a horseman survives with 11 HP, but no, he came back. And then another horseman dies. You can see that this surveyor, the trading is very nice. And that's all you have to do now. I'm just keep sending villagers to the wood line, which is amazing. That's what you want. Okay. Making more and more units out of the barrack and the archer range. And setting up my milling. Since when you're gonna be in a little bit of like a situation where you can transition, you immediately have to take that little chance to transition. So you did a really good damage. He's pro scouting, so you know that he spent a lot of resources on pro scouting. So now that's all you need to do, is to set up a few farm at home to make sure you have a steady food income. He will harass these villagers, sadly, that's gathering the deer. But at the same time, I am on his base. I'm killing his villager. He is going to kill one of my villager. But again, I'm at his base with my longbow, with my speedman, killing his villager. He killed one of my villagers. I killed 7 of his villagers. So we are perfectly fine. That's really nice. I love it. And he has a very low HP horseman on that army. I lost most of my unit, but at the same time, he's losing crazy amount of unit. Look at that. This surveyor is at 1400. I'm up to 29 villager against his 23 villager. He loses another horseman, a raiding horseman. And now I'm just setting up a blacksmith. And I've decided it's enough. We need to make a ram. We need to make ranged or more range damage for my units. I'm rebuying the king, because having king with your army is insanely good. This unit has melee and ranged armor, and also has a lot of HP and can charge into the battle. Even if you lose it, this is like a knight. A cheaper, a little bit weaker, but a faster knight. So if you lose it, don't worry. Just remake it, because it's like the same when you play with the French. If you lose a French knight, you make another one. If you lose another one, then you make another one, and etc, etc. You can even see the king even have 220 HP, which makes that way much tankier than a normal knight. Of course, it has less ranged armor, because a knight has 3 melee and ranged armor. But the king has 1.69 movement speed, while a knight has 1.62. A little bit slow attack speed, 2.38, and the lens is 24, but it's still fine. The biggest mistake I did, by the way, here is that I forgot to put a tower on my gold villagers. You will see I will lose couple of villagers on my gold because I did the mistake of not building tower on my gold, and these 3 villagers will immediately fall. So I researched the +1 damage and the +1 range armor, and the next one is gonna be the siege engineering. He is rushing up a tower. Almost claimed another life of villager. Boom, another villager falls down. Lombos are instantly good. And if you are playing English, you have one of the best chance against Zushi, because Zushi hates English. Zushi insanely hates English. Because English is insanely good pick against Zushi. Sadly, he picks one of my villager on the deer. He actually missed it. Well, anyway, my Lombos are kind of free to damage. But I'm pretty sure I have +1. Yes, I really do have +1 damage. I claimed 10 life of villagers. 10 villager is dead. Which is amazing, but at the same time he killed one of my villagers. So he's preparing still the horseman and the chickenu, but because my economy is increasing, you can see I got all the 2 basic economical upgrade, which is very important. My food per minute is getting better and better and higher. You can see 800 to 0 food per minute because he had to build up the towers, and sadly he is building mills as well. So again, I have a forward base. You can do a forward base, not really important. Forward bases are really nice because your reinforcement comes really fast as well. And on this map, Gorge, where you can reach your opponent fast, even a base in the middle is really nice because it makes much harder to get raided. Unless villager on gold, because you're gonna see, even I can do a mistake, right? This is gonna be a huge mistake. I forget to build a tower on my gold. And you will see that's gonna be the price. He kills all the 3 villager. Rest in pepperoni, but at the same time he loses the meditation guard. Running out of food, whether it is solely under my TC, but I will make more and more farms. He's still goofing around my base while I'm being aggressive and destroying his towers. He has so many towers with the hand cannon, slit, and placement. The first tower goes down with the hand cannon, placement, hand cannon, slit, and he pulls the villagers. And this is a time when I said, "All right, we are losing more villagers." This is the time when I said, alright, we are losing more villagers, but that's fine. He's losing villagers as well. I lost my king, but as I said, it's fine if you lose your king, because he is acting like a knight. He's losing villager. I lost a few villager, not all of my gold villager, just a few of them. 16 to 7 villager lost so far, and more villagers will go down. Sniping a few villager off. So in these fights, most of the time, what you really need to focus on is to take out villagers. Because if you are going in and you are not taking out villagers, you are actually not doing anything, right? Let's say you go in and you just kill his army, but you lose your army at the same time. You actually didn't do anything. You just killed his army that you could have done, alright? You could have done without pushing in, killing his army. But as you see, I'm killing his villagers, which is my main focus. And at home, putting some villagers around my farms. Let's speed it up a little bit. And when this situation comes, when you see your opponent is running away with his villagers, there is a high chance he will put onto a resource somewhere around the map. So I lost my army. He has a few horsemen left, but as you can see, I have like a 20 villager lead, which is nice. and I'm fully building my farms right now. These villagers is gonna be insane amount of villager, and as you can see, the first I do, I always make sure my first layers of farms are always around my main TC. If I build some buildings in the way, I just delete them. I don't care about it. I just delete it, and that's all. His destroy value is much higher than mine right now, but it's perfectly fine because, as I said, you are 20 villager ahead, right? In this situation, 20 villager ahead compared to your opponent, which is amazing. That's great. Which means your economy is going to be way much higher compared to your enemy. You can see, as soon as my farms are down, my food per minute will climb up higher and higher. So this is the time when I decide to build even more ramps and do a huge push on this side again. Maybe even destroying some farms with my ramps, because that costs a lot for him. 75 wood still. And now I'm trying to build a tower on my gold because I was so pissed about those raids. But here comes another raid! And I should have just speed up my tower. Well, this time I just lose one video. Yeah, let's go! I'm so mad, by the way, because just let me finish the tower. Just let me finish the tower. I have enough of these raids. But it's fine. My food almost reaches 1,000 food per minute versus his 400 food per minute. And you can see, even though he's raiding me, that army is not at his base protecting him. So we're just doing our little job being annoying while he is raiding me. I was not really seeking to age up. I just wanted to remake my king, because again, this is a knight for you. And being annoying. As like he's annoying around my gold, I'm annoying around his base. Also, I realized I destroyed one of his landmark and he never went into Song Dynasty. So I was like, oh wait, he's not in Song Dynasty, so it's kind of time, right? It's absolutely time to finish the game. I'm killing more and more villagers, as you can see, 30 to 8 villager kills so far. And I never went to collect gold anymore. So I'm building more and more ramps, and I will push into his TC and finishing off the game. Rams are pushing in. Also, a really good idea for you. If your ram is on low HP when you pull it back, you can heal the ram with both king and the abbey of kings. Both of them healing your ram. So you don't need to pull a villager across the map. You just heal with the king. One extra information, that you can pull a villager and build a tower. The reason why I'm not building towers like 1,000 towers around the opponent, because I'm that kind of player who try to macro up all the villages around my base instead of running around spending 60 seconds to get a tower up and get a little bit of extra attack speed. It is good for with English to put the towers around and get the attack speed, but I felt like instead of that, I'm putting that wood into more and more economy so I can easily reach the food per minute I'm looking for. But building towers and fighting with that is also a really nice. You can see the king tanked enough damage off from the TC to kill all the horsemen, which is amazing. But his food per minute will go down to 0 again, and army on army clashes happen right now. He is coming with the horsemen but low HP, and the Rams eventually finishes the TC. So this is my style of English, where you are kind of ooga booga in Feudal Age, try to do as much damage as possible without building towers around your base, but just building farms and collecting food in your base. This is my ooga booga thank you so much for enjoying my English Uga Buga, and try to play like this yourself as well.